Welcome to the Patterson Library Connection. In this episode of our podcast, we'll share good news and library happenings, talk to fun and interesting guests, and connect with our Patterson community. I'm Lillie the Marketing and Programming Director here at the library. In today's episode, I'm talking to Stephanie Werskey, the Library Sustainability Associate and Communication Specialist from the Mid-Hudson Library System. We're talking about what Mid-Hudson Library System does, their brand new mobile app, and the exciting summer library road trip program that invites you to explore libraries across the region. Thanks for joining us. Now let's get started. Hi, Adam.
Hey, Lillie.
So how is everything?
I am heating up. We're headed towards summer. It's June, and it's all happening.
Good. I know the last time we spoke, you had started your garden. Anything happening there?
Yeah, we're getting some things coming up. We're looking forward to it. I think we'll have to hold off on eating them until a little later if our very brave chipmunk doesn't, avoid the cats and get them first and foremost. He's still around. And we had a woodchuck, too. We got everything here. Woodchuck, chipmunks coming for our good vegetables. I wish they would take out those invasive species and all the poison ivy. Mm-hmm. What eats poison ivy? Anything?
I don't know. I don't think
goats?
So. I don't know. Maybe.
If anybody out there knows about goats that eat poison ivy, let us know. We will hire them.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would. So any summer plans?
Yes, a lot's going on in June. It's almost too much. It's full-on concert season, so that's what I've been involved with over at the Beer Garden, and that's going well. We get some outdoor shows in, just hopefully it doesn't rain, and it's my son's third birthday on the 27th, which is great because it coincides with our youth program summer kickoff.
Yeah, so it's a perfect birthday party.
We are coming here.
That is so perfect.
It's going to be amazing. Thank you for the timing, Miss Jen there. So we'll be here. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, we're going to talk more about that coming up. So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, I'm glad it's his birthday.
Yeah, we made it. How's everything with you, Lillie?
All good. Yeah, we've got a lot of plans, a couple of vacations planned, and I'm looking forward to that, spending time with my grandkids and my kids and getting out on the boat. That is my happy place out on Long Island Sound, so I cannot wait for that. And here at the library, we have so much coming up. I think it's going to be a fantastic summer. We really do. And I'm going to talk more about that in our next segment. So let's go on to some good news. Summer is here, and that means it's time for some serious fun at the library. Our youth services team has put together an awesome lineup of events and activities to keep the kids engaged all summer long. It all kicks off at the end of June with our big summer celebration. Think fun foam party, food, and live music. For our budding artists, we've got a whole series of creative programs that will wrap up with a special art show. Plus, the Mad Science Crew is back. We'll have a live performance with the Wizard of Oz Traveling Theater Group, an amazing illusionist, and so much more. And we didn't forget about the grown-ups. We're marking the 50th anniversary of Jaws with a special screening, hosting a great talk with the Patterson Historical Society, diving into the world of New England pirates, and offering some fun and relaxing programs like art workshops with Sharon Nakasato and Yoga in the Park with Julia. Add in our summer concert, movies, and more, and you're definitely going to want to be part of it. To check out our full schedule and sign up for any of our kids or adult programs, just head to our website and click on the calendar. We can't wait to see you this summer at the library. And that's our good news. And now I'd like to introduce our special guest today, Stephanie Werskey, the Library Sustainability Associate and Communication Specialist from the Mid-Hudson Library System. Welcome, Stephanie.
Hi, nice to be here.
I'm so glad to have you here. So I know you've got a lot to talk about today. There's some exciting things coming up at the Mid-Hudson Library System. And how about we give our listeners an overview of what the system is and what they do?
Sure. The Mid-Hudson Library System is really a cooperative public library system, and we are a connector between the 66 member libraries in the Mid-Hudson region in the 5 counties. One of the things we do is to provide essential resources to our member libraries and help to multiply the funds that enable them to continue serving patrons, keeping our community strong and thriving.
Yes, we rely on the system so much for just about everything. They really are a great resource for us, even for training and other things for our trustees and the friends and for staff. As the library sustainability associate, what do you focus on? Like, what is your work about? And how does sustainability fit into the library world?
Sustainability is really one of the core features of the way that the American Library Association and Mid-Hudson Library System are focusing on helping member libraries thrive. So there's different ways to look at sustainability, including financially, as well as the outside world. So we've incorporated that into the plans and our the work that we do. So what I focus on is a lot of communications, social media, informing the public about the different things that the system does to help save taxpayer dollars. Also assisting the sustainability coordinator with the information libraries need about construction grants and possibly their annual reports that they need to file. So there's a lot of details.
Yeah, there's a lot to sustainability. I know we have a sustainability committee here at the library as well, and they work hand in hand with you guys. And there's a lot happening. There's a lot more involved in sustainability, as you said, than just what comes to mind for everybody. So I know there's some great new projects and things happening at Mid-Hudson, and one of the things I'm really excited about is the new Mid-Hudson Library System app. It just launched, and it's going to make things so much easier for people. So what are some of the features about the app that will help?
Basically anything you can do on the website, you can do in the app, and it's just visually more pleasing and easier to navigate. You can check up on your accounts, you can request books, you can put things on lists to help yourself, save it for later for your interests. You can look at the calendars and you can also, now we'll have a feature that will lead you right to the information for our library road trip.
That's another great program that is coming up this summer. I know a lot of people have already started hearing about it and asking about it. So do you want to tell us about that?
Yes, the library road trip. This is a first ever Mid-Hudson Library System road trip. We noticed that some of the other library systems in New York State were doing this, which is basically encouraging the community to visit all 70 library buildings, so member libraries plus branches, throughout the spring and summer and fall, starting June 6th through October 18th. So it's basically, let's visit, let's find out what they're all about. Like I said, they're so unique, all of them, and everything that you can do in the Hudson Valley should include visiting your local library.
I know when I'm on vacation, I do go to the libraries, and I always take a picture and send it back and make a post because they are beautiful buildings in a lot of places, in New York in particular. And I found this little one in Bar Harbor, Maine, that was this little cottage right on the ocean. It was gorgeous, and it really is interesting to see libraries in different places. I know in Nantucket, it was this magnificent building, and it's so amazing how some libraries function in the smallest spaces, and there were people everywhere. In Maine, they were outside on the lawn, and in Nantucket, everybody was sitting outside, and they were having a big book sale, and other things were going on. And so they're really, the center of a community, and wherever you go, and you see that when you're traveling. So I love this whole idea.
Exactly. We want the community to, understand how valuable they are and check them all out. So you'll have a few months to try to tackle that list. As you go, you'll get to earn some souvenirs. What's going to happen is people can go to their local library and pick up a road trip map, and that's going to give you some information about where each of them are and how you can earn souvenirs along the way. So if you visit 10 locations, you'll earn a sticker. If you get to visit all the libraries in one county, you'll get a special edition car magnet. If you get to half of the locations, so that's 35, you'll earn a special edition tote bag. And if you get to all 70 locations, you'll get to earn a special edition library card. So this will be a functioning library card if you are a card holder, which you should be. And if you get to all of 70 libraries, then you'll get a new library card with your account information on it, and it'll be workable, and you can use it, like I said, at all the libraries in our system.
And that's awesome. I know my assistant is so excited about this program. We were talking about it yesterday, and she has every intention of hitting all 70 libraries. And she's really going to make that her summer plan. So
that's terrific. I'm hoping to get to many of them too, since I really have not been to even the ones in my home of Dutchess County. So there's so many that have unique features. Some of them have gardens, some have story walks. So it's really, for us, we're looking forward to people sharing their stories and their experiences with us. So we hope that people will share that on social media with us. We have a page set up, which is midhudson.org/road trip, that will give you the information about how everything works. And we can certainly look forward to having a terrific summer.
This is going to make summer a lot of fun, especially for people with kind of like no big plans, but kind of day trips and that kind of thing. I think it's a perfect way to spend a day to visit little towns as well as the libraries. A lot of these little towns have beautiful things, nice communities to visit with little restaurants and shops. So this gives you a reason to go. I know we're going to plan something special around this event as well, some incentives. So, we've done things in the past like this on a much smaller scale, so I love seeing this whole thing happen. So how do programs like the app and the road trip reflect Mid-Hudson's library system's broader mission?
We're, like I said, we are hoping to, especially with the road trip, to highlight the work of the different libraries and the library workers. The people that work at the libraries are what make the community special. They're a reflection of their community. I know they all work hard to serve the people in their community. So we want to encourage that and make sure that people are starting to realize the importance of the libraries in our society, in our community, and the different ways that people can get services that they need that they might be slipping through the cracks in other ways. A lot of the libraries are heating and cooling centers, for example. You can do job search. You can obviously go to programs and story times for kids, but there's plenty for adults to do as well. And we so appreciate all the library workers, and we know they're going to welcome our road trippers this summer.
And you touch on something important. We are so much more than books, as we always say. In addition to, the programs and the events that we host, we have a generator here at our library. So when the power goes out, you can come here and charge your devices and your phones and just stay cool or get warm, whatever the case may be. So we find ourselves inundated at times with people in the summer that don't have air conditioning just coming in. So we tend to do a lot more programs, movies, and give people a place to come so that they can stay cool. So yeah, we are a lot more than libraries are thought of. So I'm glad that people will get to experience that more. So let's go back to the app for a moment. How can people get the app?
People can get the app just in their Apple or Android app store and search for Mid-Hudson Libraries.
Okay, and for people that aren't tech savvy, it seemed like in the trial it was pretty easy to use.
I just downloaded it recently, and I definitely agree with that. There's a way to customize it for each library. So if you have to just log into your preferred home library, and then it'll give you that information as far as what's available at that particular location. And then you can search, obviously, for other locations as well if you are going to be visiting different ones.
I love the idea of an app. Obviously, everybody uses their phone, and I can tell when I send out my e-newsletter that there is there are more people opening my newsletter on their phone than they are at their desktop. So having everything on the phone, I think, is, really user-friendly.
Exactly. It's just the way people work these days.
I'm looking forward to everybody using that. And if anybody does have trouble with it, we just kicked off our special help sessions twice a week, where we focus on Libby and Hoopla help on Mondays. And on Wednesdays, we're going to be doing help for all of the other digital resources. So if anybody has trouble with any of the stuff, they can always stop in. And of course, they can stop in anytime, and we'll be happy to help people to download the app and show them how to use it. So I think it'll be another wonderful addition from the Mid-Hudson Library System.
Definitely.
Well, thank you so much, Stephanie, for filling us in about the road trip and the app and what the Mid-Hudson system does. We're really grateful to everybody up in Poughkeepsie, and we look forward to doing more work with you guys.
Definitely. Thanks for having me. Well, I hope everybody enjoys the program this summer and gets out there.
I'm sure they will. And we'll keep in touch on social media and encourage everybody to share their photos from the different libraries. Well, thanks again.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning into the Patterson Library Connection. If you enjoyed this episode and would like to help us grow, please share it with a friend. You can follow and subscribe to our podcast on our website at pattersonlibrary.org, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. This podcast was recorded at the Patterson Library in Patterson, New York. Special thanks to our sound engineer, producer, and composer, Adam Bernier, our library director, Stephanie Harrison, our board of trustees, and to you, our listeners. I'm your host, Lillie Musenti. We'll see you next time on the Patterson Library Connection. The Patterson Library trustees and staff do not promote nor endorse the opinions of our guests.